10 years. It's been 10 years since the Eldervar Order sent me on my first trial. Well, was just a rookie then, fresh-faced and full of textbook knowledge. Now, my arms are a roadmap of scars, each one a story, a lesson learned in the dark places of the world. Each one a reminder of why we do what we do. They call me a warden now, full-fledged member of the Order. The pride in that title is hard-won, forged in fire and blood. This latest chapter began in Michigan's Hiawatha National Forest. Whispers, at first, then panicked reports, disappearances, the kind of cold dread that sinks into your bones and tells you something ancient and wrong has woken up. The locals had a name for it, a word spoken only in hushed, fearful tones. Wendigo, the hunger in the pines. The Order dispatched my team. We knew the lore. An emaciated, skeletal figure, impossibly tall, born of endless winter and insatiable hunger. Some say they have glowing eyes, like dying coals in the dark. Others claim they wear the skull of a deer, antlers branching like dead trees against the sky. The truth, as we soon learned, is far worse than any campfire story. Our initial intel was good, gathered by our allies and other secret organizations groups who work in the shadows, just as we do. We tracked the creature for weeks. The forest grew unnaturally silent. The air turned frigid, even in late autumn. We found tracks that didn't belong to any animal known to man, claw marks gouging 10 feet up the trunks of ancient pines. The thing was toying with us, leading us deeper into its domain. When we finally cornered it in a desolate grove, the moon casting long, skeletal shadows, we realized our mistake. It wasn't one, there were 3. They unfolded from the darkness, all 10 feet of gaunt, horrifying anatomy. Their sunken eyes burned with a malevolent light, and a low, guttural sound that was half hiss, half whistle filled the air. Their teeth were like shards of broken ice, and their claws looked like they could rend steel. The fight was brutal. It wasn't a battle of skill or tactics. It was pure survival. They were faster than anything I'd ever faced, stronger. They moved like glitches in reality. They're 1 second and gone the next. We lost 2 of our own in the first few minutes, good people who knew the risks. The rest of us were on the brink. I remember the feeling of a clawed hand closing around my arm, the searing pain, the stench of decay and frozen earth washing over me. I thought it was the end, right? But the Order doesn't train its wardens to die easily. We rallied. Using the last of our containment artifacts, we managed to create a binding field. It was a desperate last-ditch effort. The energy drain was immense, nearly killing the rest of us, but it worked. The light erupted, trapping them in a temporal stasis, their silent screams frozen on their lipless mouths. We contained them. The mission was a success, but the cost was immense. We left a part of ourselves in that forest, alongside the comrades we lost. The scars on my arm have new company now. They serve as a constant reminder that for every victory, there's a price. The world is safe from the Algorian creatures, for now, but there are always more shadows, always more hunger. And we, the wardens of the Eldervar Order, will always be there to meet it. That is our burden and our honor. Thanks for joining me on this debrief. If you want to hear more stories from the archives of the Order, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Stay safe out there.